Hello, hello. That was a great talk. I found it quite informative. Now, I have an announcement to make from the Sonic Labs team. They wanted you to try the famous Sasha cake. So don't forget to stop by and have a piece downstairs. More importantly, you got to grab your swag while you can. This stuff is exclusive to Vienna, so if you haven't grabbed any, be sure to do it now. This will be your last chance to dress like me in your life. But back to business here, the real meat, the real reason why we're all here. We're going to get a bit academic now. We've got Stephanie Nguyen, a DevRel intern here at Sonic Labs. She's going to find out how universities are wrangling with crypto and how we can evangelize our industry and its virtues to university students, the future of our industry. So please welcome to the stage Kevin Rodriguez-Romero, president of blockchain at Columbia, Rohan Patra, head of consulting at Berkeley, and Michigan blockchain president Lucas Hodgson. Grab this. Oh, sorry.
Hi guys. Oh wow, this is loud. My name is Stephanie. I am the DevRel intern at Sonic Labs. I'm also a CS student at Columbia University. And here are my panelists. So first of all, tell us who you are, which uni are you representing, and your role within the club, and the moment you became a true crypto believer. We'll start with you.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Rodriguez-Romero. I'm a junior at Columbia University in New York, and I'm the president for the Blockchain Club, and I'm not studying computer science, actually. I'm majoring in architecture, which is quite a gap between blockchain and architecture, in my opinion, but yeah.
I'm Rohan. I'm from Berkeley. I'm head of consulting for blockchain at Berkeley, our club. My role in the club is kind of sourcing industry projects for the club, as well as teaching new members about blockchain development. And I'm studying electrical engineering and computer science.
My name is Lucas. I'm the president at University of Michigan. I'm an economics major. This summer, I'll be interning at Galaxy. Super exciting to be here at Sonic at a time like this. And yeah.
Awesome. So in what ways does crypto challenge or complement the traditional values of your university system?
Yeah, so I'd say that over at Columbia, the overall university system is mostly focused on like getting students into good paying jobs, whereas in crypto I see that like people are more focused on building things, whether it be products or communities, which is the huge gap I see between the university sector and like the crypto sector, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say we're kind of the opposite of that. We're a school of builders, good entrepreneurial spirit, and I think that relates very closely with crypto, always trying to be on the bleeding edge, always trying to improve on the existing stack. So yeah, it complements each other very well.
Yeah, I think Michigan is sort of unique in the sense that a lot of people don't know this, but the Michigan Endowment actually invests in the digital asset sort of ecosystem. So we have a good bit of support from the university perspective, which has been awesome to see, and it's especially come in the last few years. I remember at the beginning times of my club sort of existence, it wasn't always that way, but I'm very happy in the way that things have gone and the trajectory that we're sort of seeing for the whole sort of outlook on the space as a whole.
Awesome. So I go to Columbia as well. I must say that Columbia has improved a little bit more. We do have more blockchain classes. We have the head of research at A16Z teaching a few blockchain classes at Columbia at the moment. So that has improved as well. Even though, like you said, the admin it's like still difficult on that side, but we'll see. I hope like a really bright future waiting for us like soon. So have you seen any professors that are genuinely engaged with crypto beyond just curiosity, and what did that look like?
Yeah, so one of my architecture professors was actually huge into crypto before shifting into architecture, and her like main area of focus was the privacy and decentralized aspect, which I found quite interesting because most students who join our club are interested in the investment fund portion because we've partnered with Collab Currency and DormDAO to have 40 ETH that we invest on their behalf, whereas this professor is focused on the actual use cases of crypto beyond the financial sector.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a collaboration of professors working on cryptography and blockchain-related topics called RDI. Basically everything decentralization, kind of unofficially led by one of our professors named Don Song. They do a lot of cryptography research and a lot of work with industry companies. Like we do a lot of work with Ripple, and our club actually has kind of like a give and take relationship with that work. So we get a lot of support from the professors, and a lot of good research comes out of there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little bit different at Michigan. I don't find that we have a ton of support from specific professors, but I think that maybe that's an opportunity for you guys in the room to be able to sort of take that position. I like to say that there's so much talent from the university perspective, and all these kids are innovating, they're building right from the university level, and we have real skills that we can contribute right away to valuable projects. So I think over the last 6 months, I've seen a huge shift now where maybe people and students are wanting to go into your Amazon or your Google, but now they're starting to want to build within Web3, which has been awesome to see, and maybe something that we can continue and continue to get students in the pipeline from students into Web3. It's going to be extremely important in the coming months and years beyond.
Yeah, awesome. So how has working in blockchain helped you professionally, even if crypto disappeared tomorrow?
So I'd say working within blockchain has helped me just grow great relationship skills and just overall taught me how to better connect with people from a wide variety of backgrounds. And it's also taught me that work-life balance in a sense, because crypto could always be work in the sense that okay, Twitter, okay, news, it's a very rapid moving environment in my opinion, and you just have to find that balance between work and personal aspect.
Yeah, I think working in crypto has taught me a lot of generally applicable dev skills, which has helped me even in non-crypto work. It's also helped me meet a ton of cool people. Definitely agree that it helps build my networking skills. It's also a very uncommon value add that you can bring to basically any company. Crypto can benefit in a lot of different areas, and it's not very easy to come by people who are well versed in the technical aspects as well as all the other parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think that running a university blockchain club, believe it or not, is a ton of work. Managing teams of 20 and having 4 of them can be extremely difficult, and I think it's like running a little mini company. And they like to say that running a club is like adding 4 extra credits to your semester. I would like to think that I'm probably working on blockchain-related, University of Michigan blockchain-related stuff for 30 to 40 hours a week. So I think that within itself and that real-world experience, especially within this industry, where people in this space are so inept to want to get involved with us because we are ultimately driving projects, developing, and making the industry sort of come together and bringing fresh ideas. And that's super cool to see, and it's been an awesome experience for me.
Awesome. So on that regard, what has worked and what hasn't when trying to grow blockchain interest on campus?
Yeah, so I'd say on our end, what's really worked is giving students hands-on experience. So whether that be through our investment fund or through hosting builder workshop series. This fall we hosted a builder series with Sonic, in which it was 4 straight weeks of students learning how to build apps on Sonic and deploy it on mainnet. And I'd say that events like those is what really incentivize students to continue coming to club events overall.
Yeah, I completely agree. Having people come in from industry, hosting workshops, getting people actually onboarded onto all of these ecosystems, figuring out what the pros and cons are, seeing what they actually want to build on, is really helpful. And also just in general, having like information sessions and showing people what the benefits of the technology are and how they can benefit their careers and the path they see for themselves in the future.
What was the question again, sorry?
What's worked and what hasn't when trying to, grow blockchain interest on campus?
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because we need to sort of pull talent away from these traditional industries, which can be extremely difficult, right? And if you tell someone, hey, you have top talent that might be able to go to, a Goldman Sachs, a Morgan Stanley, and instead you're trying to pull them into an industry like this, and you need to be able to explain the use case of being able to be in essentially blue ocean. And I think that it definitely takes a special mind, but making people feel like they can contribute, they have value, and what they're working on is actually making an impact is what's really worked for me. What hasn't worked is maybe getting some people away from those bigger corporations.
Awesome. So have you all experimented with DAOs or tokenized incentives for your clubs? And what did you learn?
Yeah, so in our club, our previous presidents tried the DAO model, but it just got lost through like presidents not offhanding the DAOs in a proper manner. And so overall, I'd say that yes, it may have functionality, but for university clubs in which like presidents are changing either every semester or every year, it just won't last as intended.
But like this year, at Columbia, we also experimented DAOs in terms of the investment fund. And I've seen like great success in that. And can you talk more about that?
Yeah, so in terms of DAOs for our investment fund, it's more so that students create pitches and upload it onto our voting website, in which students who have access to the DAO, which are students that are active members, are able to vote on whether or not we should invest like 10 ETH in Sonic or 5 ETH in Solana or other assets of sorts. So in that sense, I do see it having a good use case, but in overall like terms of club structure and finances, not so much.
Yeah, we as a club haven't really experimented too much with using a DAO to run the actual club, but we have had a program with Dorm DAO where we receive funds from them, and we create a DAO within our club, primarily in the research department, and we vote on investment decisions that happen on behalf of Dorm DAO. So we don't really keep the proceeds, but it helps people do a lot of research into the industry, learn about all the different protocols, what's good to invest in, and learn about trading. And it helps people if they want to trade by themselves or go in a career like that.
Yeah, at Michigan, we haven't yet explored the DAO route. I was speaking with someone from Dartmouth the other day in New York regarding potentially setting one up. But I also think, to your point there, Kevin, there is a sense that the transfer of power is absolutely critical, and maybe that could get lost in that model. Because at the end of the day, if the club falls into the wrong hands, the club ceases to exist. And it goes back to the model: if there's a bad founder, they're a bad actor, that maybe they're not committed, then the whole company falls apart, right? So essentially, that's what we're working with here, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And the time is up, so we would have to wrap this up. But we are going to stay here for the rest of the day. And if you guys have any questions, let's catch up after this. And thank you all for flying over to Vienna and be a part of today's panel. Thank you so much.
Yeah.